Hey guys, what's up? This is Brett. Figured I would film this fix because it's been a while since I've posted a video, but I got kind of a rare one. This is an Asus Zenfone AR, Verizon. This is model, on the back it says A002A, except for the part that I got was V570KL, which is this one. So they say two different model numbers. They look exactly the same. Worst case scenario, it's the wrong part and I'll have to take it back, but let's find out. I haven't seen a disassembly video for this phone yet, which is why I'm posting it. So let's go ahead and take it apart. It looks like this is just a snap-on back here. I'm just gonna try and get under. There we go. Hard part is getting it started, but then once you get it started, it should go pretty easy. So I've already shut the phone down. Just make sure your phone's turned off. So I'm just going around and snapping all these clips. Alright. Okay. If, by the way, you're attempting to do this fix, the part is really expensive. So just to be pre-warned, the screen replacing on this is really expensive. Alright, almost there. Oop, I just unplugged that. Looks like it was just the camera that I unplugged. Oh, there's some adhesive down here, that's why it's not coming. Okay, so you have to be a little more aggressive down here. Alrighty, there we go. So there's the open phone. Oops. Let's see what we got. We got a couple screws all over the place. Looks like I'm just gonna start unscrewing. Okay. Okay, go ahead and grab your Phillips, and there's, looks like 1, 2, 3, oh boy, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or so. So I'm just going to go ahead and start unscrewing. Looks like that's your loudspeaker there. More screws. I'm not sure if that's a screw hidden under there. Sometimes they do that. Yep, that's a screw. Make sure when you're scraping that you don't push too hard and chip off something off the motherboard. Probably should unplug the battery. Looks like your battery is right here. like so. I gotta remove this sticky thing so that you can unplug these. Okay. Unplug your antenna cable right there. Just gently lift up like that. Hey guys, sorry. I'm back. I had a customer call me and a customer come in, so the phone pauses whenever I get a phone call. So the only thing I did was I removed this antenna wire right here. Just unplugged it from the bottom part there and took it out. And then there's another hidden screw under this tab. So once you scrape that off, you can unscrew this. There's that. And then take out these two top screws, and then there's a couple more screws. If not, we'll find out in a little bit here. Oh, okay, so this whole camera assembly comes up like that, and then this one like that. So I'm gonna remove that, and looks like this is gonna unplug right here, like that. And then there's a sticky tab that holds this on. So there's the cameras. Probably gonna have to unplug this, which is your buttons on the side here. So you flip that tab up and then pull this out. That'll take care of that. This vibrate button needs to come up, or vibrate, whatever you want to call it, not really a button, but that needs to come up. Let's see if we can get this up. Oh, that doesn't want to come up yet. So the motherboard should come up. Oh, here's another screw. See, this is why you're extra careful with these right here underneath this battery. Oh, let's see, make sure our SIM tray is out. Yep. Right there. Okay, and then let's see if this wants to come up now. Try and remove this front-facing camera. There we go. This camera looks like it needs to come up too. I'm actually just going to unplug this for now. There we go. Alright, so, oh cool. So I didn't really need to remove that, that's all one piece. So there's the top motherboard part right there. Let's go ahead and try to remove this. Let's see, I think there's actually a cable running underneath here, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about this. Let's see. I'm gonna try and remove this battery first to see what I'm dealing with. Oh, you know what? I think there's some pull tabs here, just like on the iPhone. That's probably why it's so difficult to get up. I'm just scared to lift this up because I don't want to damage anything, but Hey, sorry guys. Another phone call. So I figured out an easier way to do this, which is I just took my tweezers and went in between here, lifted up this tab, and I'm hopefully going to pull this out without tearing it. I might have already messed it up trying to pry it, but see, it doesn't want to come now because I pried on it. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Okay, so there is that. Got a little bent, but that's normal. There's your battery. Move that out of the way. So this is the cable that I was talking about. Looks like it just sticks down. Pull it up gently. Okay, so that should take care of this now. Let's see if there's anything else holding this on. Oh, there is. Looks like there's a cable right here. I didn't know that that was a cable. So just peel this piece of tape back and unplug it. Like that. And now this should come up. Beautiful. Okay, so there is that. I think the last piece we need to remove is this earpiece, which looks like it's pretty far in there. It's right here. This is the part I'm going to remove. Oh no, that came up pretty easy. Nice, nice. Okay. I think these were bent down. Okay. So I'm going to put this back in here in our new screen. Like so. It's kind of loose. Oh no, there it goes. It sticks now. Okay, cool. So let's compare these two screens. Even though they were two different model numbers, it looks like they're exactly the same. This must be the LCD plug-in. So it looks like we got all this little gadgets down here. Looks like everything is exactly the same. I don't know why it's labeled two different model numbers, so. Anyways, this is one for the books. This is a learning lesson, so this is our bad screen. This is gonna be our good one. Pretty sure. I can't even remember now. Okay, so, let me see here. See, there's some, looks like thermal compound right here that I don't have any of this stuff, so I'm just gonna try and repaste it on here. All right, see if there's anything else that we missed here. Everything looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on first. I'm gonna wipe my finger off. Alrighty, let's put this thing on. Make sure there's no like gaskets that we need to transfer over. I think we're okay. Just want to make sure these line up. Yep, everything looks good. Okay, so there is this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a couple screws here. See that one right there. Oh wait. I think that one went there, and this one went here. re-stick this back down, like so. Okay. And then we're going to put on our battery with some new adhesive. Move some of this stuff out of the way. I'm going to, let's see, does that need to, okay, that should be fine. Oh yeah, I gotta plug this bad boy in. This is why I don't really like to rush on fixing phones, because it's so easy to forget something. Okay, there's that. Now this should plug in there. There we go. Did I miss a screw? Oh yeah, there's a screw down there that's covered up. Yeah, this is my first time doing it, so no negative comments, please. iPhones I can do like the back of my hand, but this one I've never done before. And there is no tutorials on this phone, so there's that. I wouldn't be surprised if I have to take something back out. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so all this is fit snug, all good. I'm going to go ahead and put my battery on. Let's put some adhesive down. That's good, and let's see. Go ahead and I'm going to plug my camera back in. I didn't really need to unplug that right there. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see. I didn't need to unplug this part right here, so I just plug that back in. And buttons are still on. Actually, I didn't even need to unplug that, but like I said, never done this before. Just want to make sure I don't damage anything. Just gonna make sure that lines up. That's got to be. Okay. Put your front-facing camera back in. That looks like it's all the way down, so I think we're good. Stick our vibrate back in. Stick the camera back in without touching the lens. Put our buttons back in. This little ribbon cable, which we didn't need to unplug. But better safe than sorry. Come on, get in there. And then once that's all the way in, you just snap that flap down right there. Alright, so that's plugged in, that's plugged in. I'm not going to plug in my battery yet, but I'm going to just plug in the LCD right there. And this transfer cable thing. Okay, those are all the way plugged in. And then go ahead and put your cameras back in. Okay, looks good. That one's in. I'm going to put these two screws that hold the camera in back in. Okay, we can plug our camera back in right there. Make sure we're lined up and not bending anything. Alright, that's plugged in. And let's get our other camera on here. Try not to touch the lens again. I'm actually not going to plug that in yet because there's a screw that goes right there. Alright, I'm going to I'm going to screw in these ones. Okay, now we can, hopefully we can put this on without having to lift the motherboard back up. This plate. Okay, cool. That's on there. Once we got that on, put that screw in to hold the plate in place. And then put in our last couple screws. Now what I just realized is I have to put, damn it. Well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna test these buttons first. These buttons have to go in. The screen didn't come with any. I don't think I'll be able to get that in there. See what I mean? I knew that I was gonna have to take something back apart. It just happens. Alright, so those are out. I'm going to just put in one more screw, and I'm gonna test the screen to make sure we're good. Also, what I'm replacing, this isn't actually cracked, but it got smushed, and there's like a bleed spot, which if you're familiar with cell phones, it's like ink. It just kept getting bigger, this big blotch that was in the screen. That's what happened. To the old one. So this is a good sign. Oh, I didn't put my antenna cable in. We'll have to do that. This thing here. Have to put that in. Okay, so make sure it just recognizes touch. Good. Okay, home button works. All that's good. Let's just for fun test the cameras out. Cameras work. Flip it around. Front facing camera works. Back button works. We're good to go. So all we have to do is put the buttons back in. Isn't it fun to do things twice? Okay, shut that down. And then always make sure to unplug the battery before you work on it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera. You guys don't need to see me do that. If you just follow this and put the buttons in before you put this motherboard down, then you should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and I'll finish up the video here in shortly. Alright guys, I'm back. I got the buttons in and we're good to go. So I'm just tidying up the last couple screws. I had to lift the whole motherboard out, which means I had to take out all the screws. No biggie though, which I figured I would have to do because I know myself too well and I know this business too well. There's a million things to remember on this thing. And sometimes it gets confusing. The important thing though, the important lesson for everybody, including myself, is when that does happen, don't get frustrated. If you do, walk away. At least for a good 10, 15, 20, however long. Go have yourself a cup of coffee, whatever, drink, food, because frustration in doing this does not mix well. I've found that out many times. Okay, so got all my screws in. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my antenna wire in this time. Alright, make sure everything is good. Camera's in. Camera lenses look good. I don't think I touched them, so I don't see any fingerprints. My vibrate's back in. Buttons are in, they click. So go ahead and put the antenna wire back in now. Alrighty, so I'm just going to double check the tightness of my screws down here. I think we're good. We can go ahead and put this last bit of tape that was on here. Just make sure that's lined up nicely. Okay, cameras are plugged in, screws are in. It's plugged in, the plate's in, the vibrate's back, buttons are in. Let's go ahead and put our SIM card in last, and we should be good. Then we can put the back on. Alright, SIM card goes in like this. Alright, so I think that's it. No leftover screws, we're good. Camera lenses are clear. Let's go ahead and snap her back on. Okay. And one final test. Alright. Looks good. Just make sure it recognizes the finger. Hopefully that wasn't out of frame. Make sure the buttons work and everything. And then we'll call it good. Volume up. Volume down. Sleep. Awake. Finger works. Home button works. Side buttons work. Okay. We're good to go. Alright, so there it is, the Asus Zenfone AR. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you learned something, and I hope to be the first one to post this on YouTube, so thanks.